So this slide is in response to the question to clarify the difference between the different types of bipolar disorders. So with this category, with mood disorder categories, you really want to know your criteria for a depressive episode, for a manic episode, and for a hypomanic episode. So you really want to know those criteria cold, and when you assess people, if you assess for those three categories of mood episodes, then once you are no longer with that person, then you'll have all the information you need to determine which of the diagnoses it is. So you really want to focus on, does this person meet criteria for a depressive episode? Do they meet criteria for a manic episode? Do they meet criteria for a hypomanic episode? And how long have each of those episodes lasted? Okay, so once you have that information, then it's actually really easy to decide which category they fit into. So bipolar 1 means that you're alternating between a major depressive episode and a manic episode. If you've ever had a manic episode in your life, then you have bipolar 1, even if all the rest of your episodes have been hypomanic with major depression. If you've ever had a fully manic episode, then you still would get that bipolar 1 disorder diagnosis. Okay, so that means that you have qualified for a major depressive episode and a manic episode. Bipolar 2 means that you have qualified for a major depressive episode as well as a hypomanic episode. So again, if mostly you're depressed and you've had a bunch of major depressive episodes, but if you've ever had one hypomanic episode, then this would be your diagnosis. So bipolar 2. Cyclothymic is sort of like the persistent depressive disorder of the bipolar disorders. So it means that you have this chronic long-term pattern of not fully meeting criteria for a depressive episode and also not meeting full criteria for a hypomanic episode. So it's like mania light or hypomania light and depression light, okay? And those are alternating. So in severity, think of it as your manic criteria stepping down. So bipolar 1, manic episode. Bipolar 2, hypomanic episode. Both of those have major depression. Cyclothymic is less than hypomanic, less than major depression. Okay, hope that's helpful.